All right, so any of you guys ever change a heating element in a driver's seat? Yeah, it's not too hard to remove the seat. You just got to make sure you don't scratch up the trim pieces or the door when you're pulling the seat out, right? But other than that, it's held in by 4 bolts on each corner, and then you got a connector. And then we just grab the seat and put it on the table over here, right? So that way we're not working on the floor and we're just standing. So we're just going to remove the upholstery. And it's pretty easy to get off because they're just hooked into the bottom, right? I already pulled this flap off. Yeah, it's hooked in like right here, right? There's these hooks, right? There's this bottom part that's also hooked in, so you just gotta pull that out, right? And then you peel away the upholstery. You might have to remove some trim pieces like the seat switch or seat adjustment switch. And try not to break any clips. And here are the 2 connectors for the seat heater or element. You just make sure you route it the same way, or make a note of how the wire goes. It just goes underneath this thing, right? And yeah, it's pretty simple. Just to show you how to remove this little clip here, so you can remove this flap, so you don't just cut that and just gonna leave dangling. So there's a hole here. You put a screwdriver in. You pry upwards, and then it should just come right off, and that's how you get that off. So, one key point to show you. So with all these side covers, they're just clipped in. I just go around with the angled pick tool, and then you just release those clips by pulling like that, so you don't break the clips. Oh damn, it clicked back in. Okay, so put it in there. Make sure you don't scratch the plastic. I always pull from the inside, and then that pops out, and then you just work yourself around it and keep trying to pop the rest of the clips off it, and that way you don't break the clips behind it. So yeah, that is the side cover removed. It's just clipped in here. There is one clip that hooks onto here, which goes onto this thing, and then one clip on the bottom here. That is for the this clip here. So that's the side cover removed without breaking anything. Now you have access to all these other hooks for the upholstery here. All right, so we're about to peel off the upholstery, but they're held in by hog rings. So you're gonna have to cut each of those hog rings off until you reach all the way to the end of the seat. Make sure you have your hog ring tools, right? Whichever angle you need them. Box of hog rings, right? Just to put the seat back on. Some upholsteries actually have Velcros, and they actually just Velcro in there, but this one does not. So yeah, you're going to be installing hog rings. How you remove those hog rings, I just get myself a long pair of side cutters, and make sure you cut the hog rings and not the not the upholstery. So yeah, so I already cut that off. I'll just remove the rest of it later. So you just get yourself a pair of side cutters and you just cut them. Okay, so almost completely removed the seat bottom, but I just want to show you. There's the burn mark for the seat heater, and that's why this section of the seat heater is not working. Because if you look at the imaging, thermal imaging camera, I think certain parts of this seat heater was still working. It's just the seat that your ass is actually sitting on wasn't heating up. So can't really see that on the imaging camera, but you can see where it was heating up and not heating up. But there's the burn mark for this heating element, and that's why the seat bottom is not working. So yeah, you can see burned right through the cushion right here, right at the back side of this heating element. But yeah, customer only wanted to replace the heating element. Guess it's the cheapest option. Actually, at this point, if you really wanted to, you can replace the cushion if you want, and also replace the upholstery and everything while you're there, but that's just more money, I guess. So at this point, once you release everything off the cushion, you can actually just remove the whole cushion out. It just slides out of the back part here because it folds over this back thing here. But yeah, once you have it out, you can just lay your new one, which I have it over there, back onto the old cushion. If you have a new cushion, then make sure you know how these cushion goes back. So there's these extra folds here. They just actually recess into the grooves, right? As you can see, also in this groove. Right now is a good time to remove all the old hog rings that you cut off. So make sure you pick out all those metal bits out of the seat cushion, right? And then yeah, then reinstall everything back the way it was and put it back in the car. So yeah, let me get this all put back together, and then I'll bring you back and we'll confirm that the seat heater is working on the seat here. Okay, so now that I've laid the new heating element, I just want to show you, I guess they routed the wires differently, because as you can see, that burn mark is right there, and then the heating element is routed this way. So if you look at the old heating element, right, that's it's routed differently. So I guess they found that the way that it was routed before was an issue, and they changed that. That's what I think. They don't tell us this, but that's what I think, because that burn mark is, this thing goes straight down, but the other one curves that way and then goes that way into the seat down there. So yeah, maybe it's just an updated part. So how to install these hog rings? You put this you put the rings in the tool, and then you just go in there. You try to hook up the upholstery, and then also the I guess the steel rod that's in the seat. And then what you do is you just squeeze them, and then they close up, and that's how you install these hog rings. And I also wasted one. All right, so the upholstery is back onto the cushion, just to show you how easy it is to replace your seat heater, or if your cushion has been deteriorated, or your upholstery has been worn all the way through, just to show you how easy it is to replace the upholstery on your seat. And maybe you can try to do it yourself and save yourself some money. I think the only hard part is getting the seat out of the car and back in without scratching anything on the door, or like on the sill, and stuff like that. But usually I get a buddy to help me guide it out of the car, and then guide it back into the car without scratching anything on the interior. So anyways, I hope this video helps somebody out there for replacing your seat heater, cushion, or your upholstery. The seat back is a little bit difficult because you have these things you got to pull out. So yeah, but other than that, the job isn't too hard. Okay, now I got the thermal imager. We're gonna take a look at the seat heater now, and look at that, nice and toasty, 27 degrees. How about over there? Yeah, 28. How about the seat back? Yeah, so that little too much glare. So yeah, that little center part here is actually working now.